First, I want to congratulate everyone in class today. Everyone did an awesome job, so be proud of that. And thank you for being my classmates. You inspire me every time I come to class to try harder, so thank you. I want to start off by thanking Senior Master Shriver, not only for being our great instructor, but being a great role model in Martinez. So I respect that, and thank you very much. I want to say thank you to both Moorheads. I am so proud of you for how you instruct our class. You keep everyone in check and don't let it get out of control, so thank you very much. Mr. Miller, I will say thank you for always saying hi to my son. He loves that. I could remember when Jeffrey had the little orange headband and he was a tiny tiger, and I was not even a student yet, and this guy's sitting in front of my little kid, and he's, oh my gosh, you were so loud and so scary to him, and I'm like, oh, how's this going to work? And then the next day he's like, hey, JJ, how you doing? And for then he's loved you since then, so thank you for making us part of your challenge there. Mr. Boyes, thank you for keeping me fit. I appreciate that. Ms. Stone, thank you for being a role model, not only for all the women in class, but for all the students who inspire to keep growing and being good students. Thank you very much. So I got into Taekwondo, ATA, when my son was practicing, and I felt like I learned the forms before he learned the forms, so I could help him at home. And after a couple years of doing that, I decided, you know what, you need to get off your butt and get on the mat and start doing this. I'm very competitive, so it was a challenge for me to catch him, even though Senior Master Shriver told me that he got a better score than me today. So congratulations there. So my first year doing this as a yellow belt, I went to my first tournament, and there was no sparring, and it was just forms and statue sparring. And I got a second place. And in my rank, to make it to the tournament in Arizona, you have to be in the top 10. And for one match, I was in the top 10. So I said, wow, next year it's going to be a slam dunk, right? State champion all the way. Well, rude awakening, when I get into the higher ranks, people actually are very competitive in the higher ranks as well. So my second year, I took my wife to all these tournaments out of state just to get as many points as I could, and I came up short, second place. So as I'm trying harder and harder, next year is always a new year. So the next year, I became a black belt halfway through the season. So I was lucky enough, or I competed well enough to get my goal of state champion in forms last year. So that was one of my proud moments. I do want to thank Mr. Belford, who's not here today, because he's one that I compete with, and I think both of us push each other to continue to do better. I want to thank my son, last but not least. The reason why I thought my belt was going to say teamwork, and his does, is because I couldn't have done it without him. He got his black belt before I did, and when I got my black belt, it was a passion for me to help do this journey with him together. And when we both did our last midterm 2 months ago, which normally the students do enough midterms to practice for 6 months before they get to this level. So I had a nice conversation with him and said, we're going to do this in 2 months. Are you up for the challenge? And he never backed down. He said, yes, I'm up for the challenge. Let's do it. So we practiced pretty much every day at home. a lot. And seeing him grow from a tiny tiger to getting his black belt, to stepping up and challenging himself to refocus, to learn or relearn all of the 9 plus our Shimjung form. We had it down pat, and even I screwed up today. Got it in the, I started doing the wrong form, and your mind plays tricks on you. So as short as 2 days ago, my son got really freaked out when Senior Master bought brand new boards. No. Brand new boards. So he couldn't break the orange board, and I was really nervous because he was nervous that he wasn't going to be able to break it. And 2 nights ago, we're practicing outside our forms, and he got through about half of them, and he said, "Dad, I feel really weird because I feel so confident that I'm not nervous." And I knew at that point that all we've done from start till now has been all because of you guys, because of the instructors, and I was luckily able to see him break his boards the first try. I'm so proud of you for that. I want to thank my wife. Thank you for supporting us and being here out a lot. So thank you very much. And my daughter, hopefully we can get her back here soon.
I can see her rolling her eyes back there.
So thank you very much. And I'm so proud of the both of us for getting this belt level. Thank you.